there's a clip of an Australian. No, we all had difficulty today identifying public figures, right? A lot of them were, heads of states, which we just didn't recognise and so on. But you would have thought they
would have been Liz Truss, by the way.
Have you seen this? Have you seen this? No? Look at this.
Who's this?
No, hard to identify. Maybe minor royals, members of the... I can't identify them at this point.
We can't spot everyone, unfortunately. They look like they could well be local dignitaries. It's hard to see. We're looking at the backs of their heads mostly.
But I think we are now getting to the pointy end, as they say, of the... I'm just told that was Liz Truss, the new Prime Minister, in the distance that we could see hopping out of that car.
Come on, Australia!
Down to the dregs.
By the way, did you see the spider? I recognised your Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, immediately and announced him on American television.
I think you're 2 ahead of me there. But did you see the spider? When the coffin came in at the west door and was being carried into the Abbey, there was a spider visible on the wreath. It was a lovely touch. Really? I thought a lovely moment. There was a living creature on the coffin.
It was, I love moments like that.
Tony Blair, did you see Tony Blair wearing his garter? He needs a haircut, I thought.
I think he's morphing back to his old rock god days, isn't he?
Do you think? I didn't recognise him.
Yeah.
I honestly
didn't recognise him. It's quite funny watching them all together, because what I'm told is, I was asking someone who's, connected to one of the Prime Ministers, and all the living Prime Ministers were there. So you've got John Major, you've got Tony Blair, Gordon Brown, you've got David Cameron, you've got Theresa May and Boris Johnson. And although... Here's David Cameron today. Although this is all that we're going to see coming past here. So there's Gordon Brown. So you have them all these incredibly different people, all of whom have been at loggerheads at various stages with each other. There's the rock god, Tony.
There's the old waxwork.
But it's an interesting thing that apparently when they all get together, there is a shared commonality of experience of being Prime Minister that actually does bring them together a bit.
Except for Major and Boris.
Is that right?
They will not talk.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Is that right?
Complete daggers drawn. They're always kept as far apart as possible. Only plastic knives when those two are around.
Is it really?
Yeah.
But it must be a strange club. There's only 6 of them, aren't there, left?
Yeah. It's quite a lot. We've never had so many.
How many surviving? There's only about 5, 6 US presidents. I mean, these are small clubs that people are in.
Absolutely. Yeah, they've known the codes to the nuclear button, and that does have a sort of a gelling thing, and also they're in probably the same speakers.
I mean, I think it's 4 American presidents, isn't it? How many are still alive? Trump, Biden, Obama, Clinton, Carter. 5.
Yes. Yeah.
And Carter's now in his late 90s, I think. Extraordinary man, actually.
Yeah.
Biden, I thought, should have been given a more prominent position today. I thought it was a pity that our most important ally wasn't perhaps given a slightly better seat. I think he was down somewhere near the top man from Andorra, I think, was near him. But, that's the democracy of a church service. And what a fantastic singing there was.
Yes.
The hymn singing, I thought
the choristers were fantastic.
Yeah. Yes, I wasn't sure about some of the music in the Abbey. The Macmillan piece didn't really do it for me.
Did you get emotional, Sharon, watching it?
Very.
Did you, yeah? What was the moment through the whole day where you were most affected, do you think?
It was just one of those days where you really just wanted to concentrate on watching every minute of it. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I just wanted to watch it all because, as I said to you earlier, it's history.
Yeah. The moment for me, actually, was when, right at the end, when her coffin started to be lowered.
Oh.
I found that very, very affecting on me. Because I thought, well, that really is the end. That's it. That's going to be the last moment we see the Queen.
I thought, this is it. She's now with her husband.
Yes, well, that's the uplifting part of the day.
Right at the very start, at the Abbey, there was the ringing, the tolling 96 times of the tenor bell at the Abbey. And you'll have been to English country church funerals.
Very much so.
They do the same thing. They ring the bell. They don't ring it 96 times, of course.
Yeah.
But the single bell summoning the faithful to prayer. And the mourners to prayer. And I thought that was very effective.
Salute, of course, every
that was because at the heart of this was a state occasion, but it's also an Anglican funeral.
Yes.
Yeah. And the commendation when the Archbishop of Canterbury, I haven't always been his greatest fan, Justin Welby.
I don't imagine many people are.
But, well, he did it very well. The commendation at the end where he said, "Go forth, O Christian soul."
Yeah.
It was very touching.
It was.
This was a narrow coffin there. Narrow coffin. Did you notice how narrow it was?
Tiny.
And that was the focus on it, was on the coffin.